We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Miami Dolphins. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from Miami. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go, check! Check, Panther! Ready, ready?
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Third down and
10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
18, Robert, 18, rig alert, rig alert.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That's taking it around the 40. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Gets it downfield to Mayer. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Lions. 70 Rangers.
Looking to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Ready.
And it's caught. And he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Check smash. Let's go.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Buchanan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
Report.
They run the counter. Nobles. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Buchanan. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Jackson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Play of the drive. Throwing is Jackson. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. He has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year, and this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here we go. Here we go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Ready.
Throw left side complete. That's Davidson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Go street. Alert. Alert.
They'll run. Achane. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better you be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right?
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. On a 1-yard touchdown reception, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass.
Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 66 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be first and goal from an ideal position.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Hurt.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
Ready.
They'll try and run it with Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And the ball on the 30. Here's second and 4. Now it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Commanders.
No, we changed it.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. That one taken in by T. Higgins. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now first and 10.
And the Washington first down.
Jackson going to keep it running right. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work.
Right there, hurt.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Cougar 19. Check. 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw again. And he rifles one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Come on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos. Cup 19.
Back to throw again.
They'll get this out wide to Eckler.
Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
Drop 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown!
Austin Eckler
12-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks in the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield. They're eligible too.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw is Jackson. His throw incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now Jackson on first down. That's taken in by Higgins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson now. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. He finds his man Johnson. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
They run the counter. Nobles.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Nobles. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders get a bit closer.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further.
Joey Slye, the kickoff for the Commanders.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's good. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football.
And he loses the football a second time. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Panther 60, Panther 6, Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds Mayer here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Up the middle, Achane. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now 2nd and 3.
Tempo.
Lamb in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Achane gets it from the gun. He was brought down by Foyesade and Lewican.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. He finds his man, complete. That's Davidson. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Michael Mayer, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll run on first down. Nobles. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
First down, Washington.
Hey, Ozzie, shut up.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And Washington first down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Lamar Jackson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.M. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's a give to H.M. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 87 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. And he's got it. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Ready.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Street.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. On 2nd down, Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Got his man, it's Jonathan Mingo. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Commander.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
DC, ready? We're going to go.
Jackson will throw again. This throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jackson now. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Ready, break!
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Commanders' 44-yard line.
Ready?
Now he'll try to run with this. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 49 yards. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time. Looking at week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week 1 contest. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay,
all right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
That right there, Charles, is your exclamation mark. They already had the nice lead on their way to a victory, but one final touchdown here to widen the margin late in the 4th quarter.
Let's make it pretty simple. When you can seemingly score at will, why wouldn't you take advantage of being in that zone and getting one more to cap off this game?
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Miami, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town.
Meanwhile, for the